morning and welcome to my lovely YouTube channel. I am Bee and this is my channel, The Fuzzy Knitting Bee. And today actually is something that I didn't think I was going to film because I, at this point, am not really wanting to do a podcast. But I do want to talk about what my plans are for spring and summer. And I've made it spring and summer because I don't want to add too much onto the list for spring, and I don't want to add too much on the list for summer. So I feel like this is a good combination. So let's just jump right on into it. Okay, so for the first project, I want to knit the Daydreamer cardigan by Veronica Lindberg or Kutha Vakika here on YouTube. I actually knitted up a swatch already, and I'm already obsessed. I really want to get to this project. I knitted up using Lion Brand yarn Wool Ease, and the colorway, does it say Dark Rose Heather, and it is so pretty, so soft. I absolutely love it. I really don't know if I just got in that shot, but here it is, the swatch. I think it is so pretty, and I can't wait to knit that. So that was the Daydreamer cardigan by Veronica Lindberg. So on to the next project. Okay, for the next one, it's actually a project from my mom. And we were talking about sweaters earlier, and I had this yarn, and I said, hey, I want to knit something with it. And I had another idea for it, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes. But we were talking about sweaters, and I said, hey, I can knit you an Ingrid sweater using this yarn. So I am actually going to knit an Ingrid sweater by Petite Knits. I've knitted one before. I really enjoyed it. I'm excited to do it again. It's a really fun pattern. So an Ingrid sweater from my mom by Petite Knits. Okay, so the next one is also by Petite Knit. It is the Poppy Tea by Petite Knit. I'm going to be using this beautiful, beautiful yarn by Knitting Notions. It is their classic merino superwash sport in the color Winter Sky. And you can't even see how beautiful of a blue this is on camera. I just absolutely love it. I think it will be a fun project. It's so cute. Absolutely love this. Okay, so the last sweater I do not actually have the yarn for yet. I know what I want though, and I'll put the colors up here along with the picture of the project. So it is actually the Salty Days sweater by Veronica Lindberg. I think all the sweaters were Veronica Lindberg or Petite Knit. I just realized that. That's kind of funny. But I want it to be this like beautiful like green and maybe like a mohair that's a slightly lighter green, which like I said, I'll try to put the colors up when I'm thinking right here. So I need to get the yarn for that. I think it will be a really fun project, and I might or might not have been a little influenced to knit this one because of everybody knitting it last year. So I'm gonna knit me one. My mom also said she wanted one of these, so. Before we get to accessories, I have another project I think would be really cute for springtime, and I so happen to have some leftover yarn in the colors that I would want for it. So it is the Lucky Duckling pattern by Dot Pebbles, and I have the Sandisgarn Sunday and the Sandisgarn Silk Mohair, and somebody gave me this yarn. I don't know what type of yarn it is. I honestly actually think it's like a cotton maybe, but that's going to be for its little feet and for the body of the duck. It will be so cute. I can't wait to knit it. It's, once again, the Lucky Duckling by Dot Pebbles. It is a really cute pattern. Okay, so to start with the accessories, my parents went on a trip recently, and they brought me back this yarn. Absolutely beautiful. I love it. And it is the West Yorkshire Spinners Signature 4-ply. It is a sock weight yarn, and it is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. It has 75% wool and 25% nylon. And my mom was like, I got you this yarn. It will be really pretty for socks. I didn't know how much you needed, so I got you two. Just like if there's any left over, you can knit me a pair of socks. So I'm actually knitting us both pairs of socks from this beautiful, beautiful yarn. I'm just going to do a very vanilla sock. I don't have a pattern picked out. I think I've knitted enough socks. I'm just going to kind of go with it. If I need any help, I know a pattern that I can go to. So I'm just going to knit a really pretty vanilla sock out of this yarn. I absolutely love it. It's so pretty. Like, I love it. I'm obsessed. Okay, so the next project is actually the Honey Bucket Bag by Petite Knit. I do not have yarn for it yet. I am hoping to find some that I really want to use for this project while we're at the Carolina Fiber Fest, which is actually this weekend. So it's going to be one of the things I'm looking for while we're there. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. I really, really want to knit this. It's so cute. It's kind of been one that I've wanted to knit for a while, and I think right now is the perfect time to knit one. Okay, so for the last project, it is actually a sock out of the book 52 Weeks of Socks. It is the Crispidia pattern by Andrea Mowry, and I am planning to use this Madeline Tosh sock. It is a beautiful, beautiful red color, and it's in the colorway Blood Runs Cold. I think it is so pretty. And it being a 100% superwash merino, I'm kind of wanting to knit a sock that is maybe a little more delicate, that I won't wear all the time so it doesn't get too worn down too fast, because I know nylon's a little bit better to have in socks, but I've also heard people say that it isn't necessarily, that wool socks hold up great. So I personally do not have experience to tell you that. I haven't had any socks that have really worn down too much yet. I've had some socks that you can tell are a little bit older, but I think all of my socks so far have also had nylon in it. So I don't know, but this is absolutely darling. I love it. I love this red. It's so pretty. No, I love this. Also kind of random. So this is my copy of 52 Weeks of Socks, and you're probably wondering what happened to it. So I had a little leak in my room, and I didn't know that it happened until it was too late, and it hit this book, which I also had sitting next to 52 Weeks of Socks, Volume 2. That one didn't get hit as bad, but this one, yeah, made me really sad. I eventually want to get another copy, but my poor book. It didn't really mess anything up. It's just warped the pages a lot in the cover, but poor book. Okay, we've made it to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for stopping by. I am actually thinking about making some more videos kind of like this, and I know I couldn't just simply make a knitting podcast, but I don't think at the moment that that's what I'm wanting to make. So I'm thinking about just doing some Let's Talk videos where I talk about either what I'm working on, what I have made. So I might make another one of these in the fall for the fall and winter knitting plans. I feel like for me, it can be a more realistic list, and I don't feel like I'm making too small of a list or a list that's too large and it's overpromising and under-delivering. I feel like this is possible to at least get a lot of the projects done and maybe some of them started before fall. So fingers crossed. I will be making some knitting vlogs on these, so definitely stay tuned for that and keep your eyes open for them. But thanks for stopping by. I hope you had a lot of fun. I hope you have a wonderful week, and good night.